what is your name?
Ramesh Kichlu.
Okay, Ramesh. Kashmir is named after Sage Kashyap, being at the head of both mountains range Himalayas and Karakoram. These mountains have always served as the focus of spiritual realization, including some of the sources of greatest river. It is the one of the most beautiful place on the earth. What are the memories, if any, about the beautiful valley of Kashmir?
Memories are there, place was beautiful, still it is beautiful. It's called to be as Sophie's place and a heaven on earth. But unfortunately after 90, it happened, rather a incident was so ugly that we had to move like rats.
Yeah. So the January 1990 seems to be collectively etched into the memories of many Kashmiri Pandits. This was the day when they are collectively driven out of the valley in a mass exodus because of fear and ethnic cleansing. It is now close to 28 years. Many Kashmiri Pandits have been born outside the valley without even really knowing their homeland. What can you tell us about your family stories and how you came to outside to Kashmir?
You see, about the ethnic cleansing, basically what happened that when somebody, even your son, your daughter or anybody will watch the gun, so everybody got scared and they have been told that in mosque they have been shouting that 24 hours you leave the place as it is. So don't wait for anything. So everybody wants to save themselves and people left the houses open along with belongings. Nobody could pick even a small chadar or something or little means great grandfather what they have kept in that house from years, that has been shattered. Everything is shattered. People were there was a movie called television series like Bunyad. Like I still remember that Bunyad. People left like that. They left the luggage, they left every belongings to save their daughters and to save their mothers, save their wives. That was really pathetic. Still those memories are going on whenever they will sit in their lovely houses now in Delhi or any part of the world, they say, or small kids. They are really wondering why it happened with us only. Yeah. Why they have done with us. So they are cursing today.
Sir, how does a Kashmiri Pandit look at the ongoing violence in Kashmir on almost a daily basis? There is still so much hatred and violence going on towards Indian soldiers even when they are trying to flush out terrorists. Oftentimes the Indian army has no choice but to act in self-defense against boulders and rocks, constantly against them. Please give us your perspective on this.
Basically they want to get rid of we people. That was the main crux of the story. So now they are fighting with the army. That's it. Because the foreign elements are working very seriously and very cunningly. They are playing a big role in Kashmir, where it was a Sophie place, very gentle people, and the children could study nowadays. It was their age to study, but they are pelting the stones. And now it is some other instructions are going on and they are pelting stones on whosoever, whether army will be there or police will be there or some other element will be there. They will do what their king will say them. That's it.
Okay. Anupam Kher has been at the forefront to try and bring more attention to the plight of Kashmiri Pandit. Do you think enough is being done to help Kashmiri Pandit voice their concern in the general media?
Unfortunately, the Kashmiri Pandit has become a sandwich in this whole game. Government of India promised us while there was the elections were going on. They promised us our first agenda will be that Kashmiri Pandit will go back. Now the term is ending. Still we are moving from post to pillars. Only they are giving us 10,000, which is their one politician is the tip of the for one waiter, which they are providing us. It's a really pathetic scene.
As you know, sir, please tell us about some famous dishes and foods unique to Kashmir, especially for Kashmiri Pandit.
Kashmiri was asking the God, Lord Shiva, kindly send me a saag, we call haq. Haq and bata means chawal.
Okay.
So God sent me haq and bata and good health. He has never craved for money or anything. But unfortunately, today he is a refugee in his own country. It's an unfortunate part of it. He has been a secular from the beginning. I can challenge to anybody. Our community, being a Brahmin community, we have never picked up the gun, or we have never pelted stones, or we have never fought with the other person who is next door to us. We are still in Delhi or Bombay or wherever we live. So they come to us, we treat them nicely, but we are secular minded and remain secular. Just a year-old boy has been killed, which is a pathetic scene. They became the blind eye, but we kept our eye open always.
Okay. Sir, how important are the pilgrimages for both Amarnath as well as...
Pilgrimage Amarnath is that we are believer of Shiva. Even if you ask me this question to me, that we are going to Amarnath. I used to go Amarnath every year for 15, 16 years. At that time there was no facility like these facilities nowadays you have. But still we used to worship there. There was no hue and cry. Now it has become religious places have become a politics now. So it's an unfortunate part of it. They made it just a political point now. Amarnath should go like this. There was no quotas or forms or this. This is all nonsense. They should never keep, religious never says there should be a visa, there should be a quota, there should be this thing, then fill up the forms and other things. It's totally rubbish.
Do you think is center is doing enough to bring attention of the plight of Kashmiri Pandit? More recently, they have been trying to initiate a Kashmiri Pandit colony, Sainik colony back in Srinagar with full protection. If it is ever created, will they go back?
First of all, this is a wrong line itself.
Okay.
That center is saying, we'll give you a good colonies. Then what's the difference? It's the same like India. The Muslims are treated are minorities and special things, and they have been treated if somebody will push them or they make a hue and cry. While if you ask the Muslim, he never want it, but the politicians are giving them a special treatment. Same thing will happen to us there, that they are in problem and we will become a bone of contention, and again will be massacred for nothing, because center wants us to go back. And the local people says, what for there? There is no place to stay. Where they will stay? Because they are captured, they have bought our houses and other things. So they stay in our houses. So how they will tolerate us? Again, if we'll be given some separate colonies, which is no good, that's not correct. We should go in our own place and stay there properly from the beginning when we used to stay. That's the only answer for this whole question.
So PDP government still seems to oppose such a colony idea. There are many hurdles between the BJP and PDP government that required a lot of discussion. How do Kashmiri Pandit feel about the current political climate, and how can they voice and increase their own political strength in the valley again?
You know, the strength comes if we'll do the same thing, Zindabad, Murdabad, which is not a correct thing to do. If you achieve something, that will be with love and peace. If we'll take the guns, we will take another thing, then we'll be treated also terrorists and other things. If we will talk to some local people, they are welcoming us. But it's again a politics. They don't want that they should come back. If center wants us to go back, but there are local hurdles which are putting big stones in between. So ultimately we are sufferers, not those politicians.
How do Kashmir Pandit feel about the POK and destruction and disrepair of many important temples such as the Shraddha temple in POK? What can we do increase our own voice in POK?
Because Kashmiri Pandits have ruled in Afghanistan at the 18th century, and there were a lot of temples there in Afghanistan as well, and in POK also. But unfortunately, people, there's no worshipper there. But still, I salute few Muslims I have seen recently on television. So they protect that temple, whatever it is left there. But we must appreciate those Muslims who are still protecting them. But it's a good move, not bad move. But again, if center wishes or Pakistan government wishes us to go, we are glad to go there as pilgrims, there to visit and pay our respect to our Shardama. That's a wonderful thing.